This is
This is Oaklanders on the line.
Hey, Oakland.
Hey, Oakland.
Hey, Oakland.
Hey, Oakland. Welcome back to the show. On the last episode, we got to hear why people chose Oakland and whether it was for its flashy culture, rich history, or welcoming communities. There is just so much more to be said about Oakland. We last left off with Joe DeVries talking about Oaklanders and city workers being innovators and thinkers and doers. And while the public may think one way about city workers, things may not always be what they seem. And in fact, my time being in City Hall, I got to see that there are a lot of Oaklanders that are city workers that are down for the town. I had the privilege to tap in and speak with some of them. Let's dial in and let's see what they have to say. What motivated you to join the public service workforce?
Well, I'm born and raised here, and I like to say that the folks who gave me the game the most growing up were the classmates and community members who helped each other out. And so I like working for the City of Oakland because I get to work with Black folks from Oakland, and that really matters to me because I think the diversity and the inclusion is also how I like to work with other people at work. And to that end, I think a lot of people care about justice working here.
That's Karina Liu, the Inclusive Community Engagement Officer for the City of Oakland.
I love the challenges that I encounter every day and the people that are with me working to overcome those challenges and make things better.
That's Jackie Larenzar, the Race and Equity Program Analyst.
I mean, I think I love the hope that people have in light of all of these challenges and the natural spirit of folks to help out here.
That's Tina Risker, the Digital Strategy and Innovation Officer.
People say Oakland is one of the nicest places when you actually do talk to folks because everyone at heart wants to get involved in some way. And I think it's just the community and the acceptance, the diversity in all its strengths and challenges that make it a very special place.
I had the opportunity to host a workshop at City Hall with one simple intention. How can we bridge the gap with workers and its residents? And why do they love Oakland? Here are their responses.
Okay, well, this is easy.
That's Mark Ramoser, ADA Programs Analyst.
Either join a board or commission or attend their meetings or at least watch them or stream them. I'm thinking of someone who lives on Fruitvale right next to a good place to get lumpia, by the way.
Mark's talking about the Legaspi and the Inabo family, the owners of Lucky 37. You'd better get yourself a plate.
They come to just about every meeting and speak at open forum. That could be you.
I think the city should host citizen academies to educate members of the public more about how different things operate.
That's Tina Pruitt, City Planning and Building.
And then once they've completed that process and are a little bit more of a subject matter expert, they could have opportunities to be on committee, like citizen committee, advisory committees, or potentially join a board or a commission or their meetings. But I think first and foremost is helping them understand the complexity of the bureaucracy of government so that they're able to give input that is a little bit more like targeted and focused and grounded in the realities that we have to navigate.
Register to vote or help somebody to register to vote. And then vote. And then volunteer whenever you can, whenever it's possible for you. Doesn't matter if it's just half an hour, 10 minutes, whatever it is, just do it. Come to find out opportunities in the city. There are tons of things. You can go help clean streets. You can help kids cross the streets. So many things that people can do.
The city needs to find creative solutions to some of the challenges and not be afraid of looking at cultural strategies that can advance the city. They think, well, I'll go out and have a town hall meeting, which is good. But what happens if they have a cultural strategist in their shop to go out there and do more than meetings, but to build relations?
That's Roberto Bedoya, the Cultural Affairs Manager. Without him, this program wouldn't exist.
This city needs more resources. As an urban core,
that has been plagued with institutional racism over many decades, we will just not have enough resources unless there's significant change at the federal and state level to provide the funding that we need to provide the services that people deserve. Short of that, I think we also, as a city, we need more collective accountability. And I mean that in the streets and at the highest echelons of government. We don't hold people accountable. And I don't mean in a punitive way, I mean in a constructive and a productive way. And then inside government, I think we need to assume good intentions of others, even if we disagree with them, because a lot of people come to the table assuming bad intentions. If you disagree with me, you must be evil. You must be, on the wrong side of the political fence. But it might just be a difference of opinion based in good intention.
Now, I wasn't sure what to expect from this meeting, but I was pleasantly surprised. In fact, it went so well, and personally, I loved seeing people from various departments of Oakland coming together on a mutual topic, the city motto, our hopes and dreams, and our love for Oakland.
It affirms a value that Oaklanders have, that they bring to their daily life. At the end of the day, the citizens of the city really want to honor life and love it and celebrate it.
So the thing I really love about Love Life as a motto, and also in particular Kev Choice's Love Life acknowledgement, is the idea of a government centering love. Governments are seen as bureaucratic and soulless and analytical and not really focused on love and people, and the idea of centering love and helping people have compassion for each other and empathy and creating community around the idea of love, I just think is a pretty transcendent and transformative idea for a government.
I like to think of people that are not here anymore as ancestors, and I think Oakland has some really powerful ancestors. And if you think about, if we've been here about 200,000 years, that's about 10,000 generations that takes to create each one of us here. 10,000 generations, that's a lot of love. And to work in government, you have to have a lot of love. So when you really love life, you're always looking on how do you serve people, how do you connect with people, how do you make them happy, how do you make sure that they're well, how do you make sure that they're enjoying life. And I think that's the mission of government. The reason why we were created was to make sure that people could enjoy life, pursue happiness, and just be with their loved ones. And when I think about government that way, I get really motivated, and I really want to see that love life embodied in everything we do in Oakland.
As Jackie says, working in government, you have to have a lot of love. And I'd like to thank the city workers who took the time to speak with me and remind us that the goal of government is to serve and connect.
Thanks for listening, Bay Area.
This is Roberto Bedoya, and you're listening to Oaklanders on the Line.